I'm proud to introduce Canada's draft regulations to cap pollution from the oil and gas sector. Those regulations will help to cut pollution by 35% below 2019 levels, while providing compliance flexibility.
Canada moves ahead with a cap on emissions from the oil and gas sector, 2 years behind schedule. Ministers tried to underline that the cap is not meant to curb fossil fuel production.
And let me be clear, this was carefully designed through rigorous consultations. It goes after pollution, not production.
Conservatives, meanwhile, attacking the move, issuing a statement that says, in part, Trudeau has failed to meet a single climate target despite punishing Canadians with an inflationary carbon tax. Now Trudeau wants to suffocate Canada's energy industry with an arbitrary emissions cap that will devastate Canada's already broken economy, forcing our allies to buy dirty dictator oil from criminals like Vladimir Putin and the terrorist regime in Tehran. The NDP and the Greens both argue the cap doesn't go far enough. The NDP say the Liberals have watered down the cap and caved to large oil and gas CEOs, while the Greens say it's completely inadequate. The plan has a long runway. Oil and gas producers have until 2026 to register for the cap and until 2030 to actually come into compliance with the limit on pollution, which is expected to go down over time. However, some within the business community still argue this unduly burdens industry.
It's been one thing, and then another, and oh, one more thing. Now we have another one. So when does it end? And at what point do you lose the confidence that business needs to say, we know what the rules are, we're gonna make the commitments to make the investments that are necessary of other people's money, this is shareholder money, and we're gonna do it in areas where Canada can be at the forefront.
The Pembina Institute, a clean energy think tank based in Alberta, supports the cap and underlines it'll keep Canadian oil and gas pumping and hopefully make it easier for Canada to keep selling oil and gas.
There are opportunities in the oil and gas sector, but we're also headed for a world that's going to be looking for the cleanest sources of energy. That's going to be, yes, renewable power, but also in the oil and gas sector, the cleanest barrel may have a comparative advantage or a competitive advantage over those high emitting barrels.
In Ottawa, Xiaoli Li, City News.